Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody. Ram Katha that we are having, and yeah, we are good to begin in about a minute. Okay. You can take your guitar, there's no problem. Raghupati Raghav Raja Ram Patita Pavana Sita Ram 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 Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram. Jaya Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram. Sitaram, 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 Jaya Sitaram. Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Ranadhira. Ramachandra Mama Bandhu, Ramachandra Daya Sindhu. Ramachandra Raghunatha, Ramachandra Jagannatha. Ramachandra Raghurama, Ramachandra Paramdhama. Ramachandra Raghurama, Ramachandra Paramdhama. Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Ranadhira. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ram Ram Hare Hare. Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Ramachandra Raghuveera, Ramachandra Raghuveera, रामचन्द्रमवन्तु रामचन्द्रमय सन्तु रामचन्द्र रघुनाथ रामचन्द्र जगन्नाथ रामचन्द्र रघुरामा रामचन्द्र परनामा रामचन्द्र रघुवीरा रामचन्द्र रघुवीरा जय सीताराम 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 लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय सीताराम 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 लक्ष्मण हनुमान जय राधा राधिका रमण राधा राधिका रमण राधा राधिका रमण श्री राधे जय जगन्नाथ जय बलदेवा सुभद्रा माई जय सुदर्शना जय गौरनिताय पतित पावन गौरनिताय जय जय प्रभुपाद 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 जय श्रील प्रभुपाद नित्य गौर हरि बोल हरि बोल हरि बोल नित्य गौर हरि बोल कलयुग पावन श्री हरिनाम कीर्तन यज्ञ की हरे कृष्ण महामंत्र की श्री श्री सीताराम लक्ष्मण श्री जगन्नाथ बलदेव सुभद्रा दर्शन की श्री श्री गौर निताय की जगत गुरु श्रील प्रभुपाद की. We'll recite prayers, requesting all devotees to kindly join us for the prayers. Om Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjanashalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Shri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupaha Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam. Vandeham Shri Guroho Shri Yutaha Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajata Sahagana Raghunathanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Namni Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratushe Namaha. He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Neelachala Nivasaya Nityaya Paramatmane Balabhadra Subhadramdhyam Jagannathaya Te Namaha. त्यक्त्वा सुदुश्चिदसुरेक्षितराजलक्ष्मीं धर्मिष्ठ आर्यवचसाय दगादरण्यं मायामृगं दयितमीप्सितमन्वधावत् वन्दे महापुरुष ते चरणारविन्दम् आपदं सर्वहर्तारं दातारं सर्वसम्पदं लोकाभिरामं श्रीरामं भूयो भूयो नमाम्यहम् वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. मूकं करोति वाचालं पंगुं लंघयते गिरिं यत्कृपातमहं वन्दे परमानन्दमाधवं श्रीचैतन्यमीश्वरं श्रीगुरुं दीनतारिणम्. Hare Krishna. We are all in the same room, but it feels a little distant, है ना Prabhuji? I only feel close to Vishwambar Kripa Prabhu. And he's standing in, what is this position in cricket? I know he's standing to take the catch. Point, no? This is point. Not silly point, only point. Yes, please come ahead. If you genuinely want to rest, it's fine. But the more you go towards the wall, the tendency to, the eyelids to close is more. So it's a humble request if devotees can give up little bit of comfort and come ahead. Unless this is a need. Prabhuji, I will die without the wall. Okay, then fine, have the wall. Yes. Be alive, no problem. We want you alive. She has just done all the cooking for the Vaishnavas. So thank you, dear devotees. Very happy to be with all of you this evening. We are going to be discussing something very special. Last week we discussed about the marriage of Sita and Rama. Was anyone there? I think it's a fresh audience. Okay, what does the marriage of Sita and Ram mean to us? Forgot. Haribol, thank you so much. This is called the power of time. Sakalene hamhata yogo nashta parantava. Time destroys everything. It destroys all our knowledge, realization. Any idea? She's looking out for the notes. Where are my notes? Okay, what is the significance of Rama Kalyanam? He's organizing the festival. What is the significance? Yeah, the marriage of Sita and Ram. What is that? We discussed that. That was the point, yes, last time. Any idea? Something you remember? I'll translate that one for you. Don't worry. No? I'm sorry. Okay, he remembers how Sita was found in the burrows. Okay. This is the Lokpriya. This is a statement. According to some versions, Sita is the daughter of Ram, but that is not approved in the Valmiki Ramayana. I just said the public opinion. Yes. She's so strong. Okay, they are at least recollecting points from the last class. That makes me less embarrassed. Okay. Yes, go ahead. She just moved the cart of that bow, Shiva Dhanush, which requires how many people? 1,000 people and 300 bulls to move little bit, and then what happens? They sleep for 3 hours. But she just moved it, took her flower bowl and then moved it back. So by observing this, what did her father decide? She's so strong, then I have to find like a husband. He's so much. If she marries some normal man, what will happen? She one embrace, that person's gone. He'll be chutney, curry for you, curry. So somebody should be strong enough, at least to lift the bow, equal in power. Yes, exactly. So what is the significance of that Sita Ram marriage? I will tell you all. The significance is the Sita Ram marriage, why it is celebrated on Ram Navami in many Sri Vaishnava temples, is because this is the occasion where the living entity, he is offering oneself to the Lord. Actually, the Jiva, the living entity, belongs to the divine. So that occasion is the sacred marriage of the living entity with the divine, because Sita plays the role of a living entity, an ordinary living entity. And Rama is the divine personality, and their union is the Rama Kalyanam. And what happens? Lord Ram spoke an amazing shloka which comes in the Yuddha Kanda, the book of the war. Sakrid eva prapannoyam tavasmiti achate abhayam sarvada tasmai dam yetad vratam mama. Vrat means a vow. How many of you have taken some vows in your life? Yes. We take vows on 31st of December and break it all on 1st of January. Right? We do that. New Year resolution and vows. Even today is a vow. Some of us have taken vow today. What vow is today? Yes, Papa Mochani Ekadashi, that lunar 11th day which can purify us of all the sins. So that's a vow we have taken today. Right? That's a vow. Ekadashi vow. Okay. So what is the vow of Ramachandra? What vow has Rama taken? You know, the Brahmanas, we have this Upavit. We have this. You know why we wear this? There are multiple reasons to wear this. But one of the reasons is every day we remember the vows that we have taken to our spiritual master. Because this sacred thread, the genuine, it indicates you have a spiritual master. And you remember the vows. So there are 16 items to worship the deities. It's called Shodasha Upachar. And one of the items is Yajnopavita Samskar. So even the Lord, every day we make him wear this Upavit or the sacred thread to make him remember his vow. Yes, Lord, you also remember your vow. We remember our vows. What are our vows? We vow to chant the holy names. We follow the regulative principles. We have these vows. So what is the vow of Lord? Yes, you wanted to answer. Eka Patni Vrat. Yes, correct. But that is between Lord and his wife. What about us? Good. That's also one of the vows that he had taken. Anyone else? You know what is the vow? I just recited this shloka. The shloka says, Sakrid Eva, once, just for once, Prapannoyam, you come to me in a submissive attitude. Tava Asmi, Lord, I am yours. Lord, I am yours. You just have to say this. How many words? Lord, I am yours. 4 words. That's it. Oh Lord, I am yours. Go and tell this. Abhayam Sarvada Tasmai. What am I going to do? I am going to protect you for the rest of your life. And even after that. Even if you forget the vow, I will not forget. Dadami etad vratam mama. I give you this vow. This is my promise. You might forget. You forget the promise. You might forget me, but I will not forget you. And I will not forget this promise. So this is the vow taken by Lord Ramachandra. And such a powerful Lord who takes this vow. So on that day of his birthday, he is even more merciful. Yes, you become even more merciful. So that day he is willing to accept everybody free of cost, no charges, just come and I'll accept you. And that's why Ram Navami many times is celebrated in the traditional South Indian temples as Rama Kalyanam, because that's the day where Lord Ram is willing to break his Ekapatni Vrat. He's willing to accept more. Please come. He's willing to accept all of us. Right? So that is the significance. Okay, so thank you so much for recapitulation of last lecture. Today we are going to have something very special. I would like to give a disclaimer right in the start. We are not going to complete today's discussion. It's going to be half away. And what about the other half? I don't know. That you figure it out. Or rather, I'll request him to give. When you give the next one, you can give it. But half away, definitely we're going to get there. I want you all to remember your first flight experience. Yes? Which was the first? You just have to tell the destination. Which is the place that you went first with your flight? Yes.
Jaipur to Chennai.
Jaipur to Chennai. So you remember the source and destination. Very good. Okay. Domestic travel. International flight? Portland? Mumbai to Portland. California. Okay. Nice. Anyone else remembers their international flight, no domestic flight? Mumbai to Singapore. That was their first international flight because we are going to talk about one international flight today. Some of you got the hint. What you go? Yes, Kevin. Okay. Winnipeg to Paris. You've gone to France. Great. Oh, good. Anyone else? Last? Oh, Nairobi. Okay. Kenya. Mumbai to Sydney. Many of them have taken off from Mumbai. I mean, I took off from Mumbai. Mine was Mumbai to Calgary. Okay, you went that side, Sydney. Okay, thank you so much. So you all remember your first flight, international flight, special experience. Nobody can tell here, okay, except many I see are from the Indian descent. You can say that we all have taken international flight. Otherwise, we wouldn't be here, right? Okay, so today we are going to be discussing about one such beautiful international flight. Can you guess who took the flight? Any idea whose flight it is going to be? Ravana's international flight. No, we're not going to be discussing about Ravana. At least I'm not going to discuss about him. Hanumanji's flight. So Hanumanji's international flight from India to Sri Lanka. And to be very specific, it is from Mahendragiri. This comes in Kerala, South India, to Sri Lanka, Colombo Airlines. So he just took off. All right. So before we go ahead, this particular section, the book that we're going to discuss, Ramayana has totally how many books? Just a small quiz before we go ahead. Not necessary, you all may know it, but
Books or section?
it's called books actually. Kanda's book. It has 7. 6 plus 1. 1 was added later on. Any idea of, okay, next question is invalid. No, next question goes to you because others had no clue. The names of these sections?
Balakanda.
Very good. Balakanda starts with first. That is, okay, last time I had mentioned why this section is called as Balakanda. Anyone remembers? So the immediate answer came because of the childhood pastimes of Ram. No. This is called Balakanda because Vishwamitra, like a small baby, goes and asks Dasharath Maharaj for the support of Ram Lakshman, his elder sons. Okay, all right. Balakanda, the book of children. Okay, next. Second, Ayodhya Kanda, which is the glory of the city of Ayodhya. The meaning of Ayodhya, anyone knows? Come on, this is going to be a two-way interaction. I can't let you all sleep. I'll always keep you all at the edge of your seat. The city Ayodhya. Yuddha is war. Yodhya is you can conquer it in war. And Ayodhya, which can never be conquered in war. And with this particular question, His Grace Vishwambar Kripa Prabhu is disqualified from the class. Haribo! He no longer gets to answer any questions. All right. So that is Ayodhya Kand. The third one, after Ayodhya, where does Lord Ram go? He goes into the forest. And that's called Aranyak Kand. What is the meaning of Aranyak? Forest. Forest. Which forest? Any idea which forest did he go to? Yes. Dandaka Aranya. Dandak is later on became Deccan Plateau. Yes, many important cities such as Pune, Hyderabad, Nagpur in India, Deccan Plateau. So that became Dandaka Aranya. Okay, very nice. So that's the third. And I would like to take a small pause. Let's do this small activity, a ritual that we do every time. We'll take out our phones. And what are we going to do with this? We're going to silence this guy. Yes. So let's do that. And the disclaimer goes ahead. Any phones that ring, what's going to happen to that? That'll be a donation. That's right. And the donation will be connected by our Modit. He's going to collect all the donations and it will be used in whatever projects we want. So please keep them on silent. Okay, we have done 3. The next book. Yes, from Aranyak you go down to Kishkinda Kshetra. So that is Kishkinda Kand. How many of you been to Kishkinda? Okay, only me. Wow. Fortunate. Okay, Dave, you've been? Yes, exactly. That is Kishkinda. You're right. Martangi Rishis, Rishimukh Mountain, Pampa Sarovar, all that is Kishkinda Kshetra. You're right. Hampi Kshetra, all comes there. You been there? Wow, nice. When are you taking us there? It's a beautiful place. Okay, nice place to be with. There you will not get any range, no mobile signals. You don't get anything. It's all in the mountains. Okay, then after Kishkinda Kand, the 5th one is Sundar Kand. What is it? Sundarkand. And finally, sixth is, it is the Yuddhakand, the fighting. Sundarkand is beautiful Kand that we are going to discuss now. And finally, after having the 6 books, the 7th book was added later on called the Uttarkand, the final conclusion, Uttarkand. So now usually it's a ritualistic ceremony that many people gather together on every Saturday. Today is Saturday. And what they do? They recite Sundarkand. So many times I have been invited, Prabhuji, would you like to come? I said, what? Sundarkand recitation. I said, there is going to be discussion? No, we'll just read the shlokas. No, thank you. I'm not coming. Because unless and until we don't discuss the meaning, we don't discuss the philosophy, we don't discuss the lessons, the practical application, the Shastras, the scriptures will remain theoretical. So what is important is the lesson, right? More than the verses. Of course, they purify, but what's important is the practical lesson. Scriptures are for that purpose. So now next we are going to see why Sundarkand is called as Sundarkand. What is the meaning of Sundar? Sundar means beautiful. We are seeing the meaning. Beautiful, okay, that's one meaning. But Amrita Kosha Dictionary of Sanskrit gives 3 more meanings of Sundar. So one is beautiful. The second one is Sundar means auspicious. Sundar means, those who want to note down, you can note down. Auspicious, Mangalmay. The third meaning of Sundar is one who is pleasing. Somebody who is pleasing is called as Sundar. And last but not the least, the most important meaning for all of us, the meaning of Sundar is spiritually elevating, advancing in spiritual life. So these are the 4 meanings of Sundar. So anybody who is reading Sundarkand, what's going to happen? 4 things have to happen. Otherwise we are not discussing properly. What are the 4 meanings? Beautiful, yes. Everyone's going to become beautiful. Very good. Second, yes, your life will be auspicious. The third, pleasing. Yes, you will have a very pleasing personality just by reading this particular section. And last but not the least, yes, everyone's going to be spiritually uplifted. Good. Now this particular Kand or the book is called a Sundar Kand. Why? So that answer was correct, which Priyanka Prabhu gave. The first reason is the meaning of Hanuman is Sundar. So usually when people come and ask, am I looking Sundar? I say you're looking Bandar. Bandar means monkey, right? So normally that is how we pull the leg. Sundar, Bandar. There are 2 categories of people. One is Sundar category, second is Bandar category, monkey category. But Hanuman is that person who's Sundar. Why? Because he has a beautiful body, he has beautiful devotion, he has beautiful courage, he has beautiful speech, and he has a beautiful mind. Because of all these reasons, Hanuman is considered to be Sundar. Why his form is beautiful? Because he is not like an ordinary monkey. Hanuman is not an ordinary monkey. What is the species of Hanuman called as? Vanara. What's the meaning of Nara? Nara means human being. Vanara. Wow. Who is this particular human being? What kind of human being is he? Yes, that's called as Vanara. He's beautiful. What else is beautiful? His devotion is beautiful. Why his devotion is beautiful? The moment you think of Hanuman, what do we think of? Yes, he's performing service, seva. Okay, what else? He's chanting the names of Ramachandra. You think Hanuman, you'll think of Ram. You think of Ram, you think of Hanuman. They are so closely connected. That is devotion. And then, yes, number 3rd is his courage is beautiful. He never would step back from taking. He would be courageous to accept any service, any challenge. He would be there. You will never see Hanuman fleeing away, running away. He will always be courageous. His speech is beautiful. The first time Hanuman had met Ram and Lakshman, of course, it was not the first time, it was second time. He met them in Kishkinda. Hanuman had met Ramachandra and Lakshman in their childhood. He had played with them as a pet. Later on, he had met them, but he met them in disguise. Because Sugriva had told, I think Vali has sent 2 henchmen to beat me. Not to beat me, to kill me. So please find out what is their intention. And the moment Hanuman comes, he takes the form of a mendicant. And he goes and meets Ram and Lakshman. And as soon as Hanuman speaks, you know what does Lakshman do? Lakshman utters something in the ears of Ramachandra. He says, this personality, I don't know who is he, but he is well learned in Rig, Sama, Yajurved, the 3 Vedas. He has complete knowledge. He knows the Rig Veda because of the choice of words. He knows the Yajur Vedas because of the choice of punctuation. He knows the Sama Veda because he has the modulation voice. So he is perfect. He's a perfect person, I can tell you. So his speech is beautiful. And his mind is beautiful. Why his mind is beautiful?
Thinking about it.
Yes, because his mind is occupied with the thoughts of Ram. That's it. Now you know, when Shurpanaka's nose was cut, she went and approached two of her brothers. What were the names? Khara and Dushan. Khara and Dushan. Where they were staying? They stayed in Nagpur. Shurpanaka's nose was cut in Nashik. That's why it's called Nashik. Nasika is the nose. Was cut. And Khara Dushan were ruling Nagpur. That was their capital. So Nagpur is the land of these 2 notorious brothers, Khara and Dushan. Khara Dushan came with it. Who has insulted our sister? We are going to finish that rascal. They came, but as soon as they saw Ram and Lakshman, they immediately changed their mind. They said, we will defeat them, but we will not kill them. They are so beautiful that we would like to place them in our court and everybody will get darshan every day. So that was their thought. They never wanted to kill Ram and Lakshman. So he's so beautiful. Even the enemy's mind changes. But the advertisement company did not change. Shurpanaka, come on, revenge, revenge. Okay, fine. We'll do something. So this is the reason why, the first reason this is called as Sundarkand. The second thing, everything that Hanuman does in this particular book is beautiful. The way he's going to take a flight over the ocean is beautiful. The way he will overcome different obstacles is beautiful. The way he discovers Sita is beautiful. The way he has a dialogue with Sita, that is beautiful. And the way he's burning Lanka is beautiful. And the way he brings back the message of hope is beautiful. So everything is beautiful. So this is called Sundarkand. Everything is very beautiful in this Kanda. Okay. The next reason why this is called Sundarkand is because here there is an embodiment of beauty who is the central theme. Who's that person? Reservoir of all beauty. Yes? Sita Devi. Correct. As such, what happens is Hanumanji gets a doubt. Because he would always see Rama crying. My Sita, I'm separated. He would say, why is he so attached to his wife? Why is this person so very attached to his wife? What is the reason? Of course, Hanuman was brahmachari like me. He had no experience of married life. He was a monk. But he would always think, why? But the moment he got darshan of Mother Sita, you know what was Hanuman's reaction? Hanuman said, Ram is hard-hearted. Ram is so hard-hearted that he is living while he is separated from his wife. He should have died long back. Such a beautiful personality. An embodiment of patience, purity, steadfastness, compassion. His Mother Sita. So her personality shines in this Kanda. Yes. So one of the names, you know how Lord Ram would address Sita? He will address her as Sundari. That's why this Kanda is also, because it is about Mother Sita's compassion, beauty and qualities, this is called as Sundarkand. And the final reason why this is called Sundarkand is because reading the Sundarkand will give everybody 4 things. The 4 fruits. The one thing, have you ever become hopeless in life? Yes. I'm not asking who is hopeless right now, but in any time. Hopeless, Prabhuji. Hopeless. So we become hopeless. Life gives us frustration. We become hopeless. We become helpless. So who becomes hopeless here? Yes, Ketan. No, I'm not asking you. In the Sundarkand, who became hopeless? Ram was hopeless in the previous. No, he was not hopeless. Otherwise, he wouldn't have, done this all seaside operation. Hanumanji became hopeless. Hanumanji could not find Sita anywhere in the palace, and he became totally hopeless. He was almost going to give up his life, but then he regained hope. So anybody who is become hopeless in life should hear Sundarkand. Number 2, you get spiritual assurance. In this chapter, you will definitely get assurance. Somebody feels, oh, my chanting is bad. I don't have any devotion in heart. I don't think I'm going to go back to Godhead, etc. No, you get assurance from the Lord. You will. Number 3, this particular Sundarkand is called turning point. So anybody who reads this will definitely have a climax, turning point in your life, both spiritually and materially. And finally, that struggle which we all face to overcome lust, which Lord Krishna says in the Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna, who is that enemy? Yes. Avritam jnanam etena jnanino nitya vairinaha kama rupena kaunteya dushpurena nanena. That enemy of lust, you get hope to conquer that. So that is why this section is for converting darkness into hope. So that is the reason for this Sundarkand. Okay. Personally, I had visited Hampi and Udupi with my spiritual master. My spiritual master had taken all of us. We were a group of 5,000 devotees. This was in the year 2014. So in that particular year, in this yatra, I personally developed this hero in my life. I got a hero named as Hanuman. This is personally for my reason. You may have Hanuman as hero in your life for various reasons. We have here Hemant Prabhu. He's also nicknamed as Hanuman. Sometimes devotees call him. But I got for 3 reasons. One of the reasons is that he's just chanting very wonderfully. Hanuman is known for chanting and hearing both. He chants. You will always see him chanting the names of Lord, and you will see him whenever there is Ram Katha, he's sitting in the front, chanting and hearing. Number 1, hero for that. Number 2, services. He alone can do so much services which many people put together cannot. So that is the power, the ability of Hanuman. And finally, for my own personal example, Brahmacharya. Yes, Hanuman is known for his Brahmacharya, his celibacy. Right, so these 3 things. So what we are going to do ahead, Hare Krishna, is we are going to be discussing about now plan. It said that man proposes, God disposes. So I don't know how much coverage we are going to have, but definitely the goal of this particular experience is not to cover and finish off. The goal is to relish and learn. So that is the main objective of today's discussion. Will that be okay? All right. So I'm skipping certain section. I'm just going to start where the book starts. There are a lot of lessons in the past. There are a lot of stories in the Kishkinda Kand, but we are just entering that place where Hanuman is now empowered, and he has got that instruction to look for Sita, who Ravana has taken away.
One more thing.
Yes.
Right? Before this thing starts, there is one guy we always miss who may remind Hanuman.
Jamvan. That's what I said. I'm going to skip all that. We're going to come to the story. Okay. Sorry, Jamvanji. I'd like to beg forgiveness. Because actually, Jamvan creates Hanuman. He's that coach, the person who motivates and creates Hanumans. That's true. But that's why I had to skip. We'll start from where the book starts because this is Sundarkand discussion. So I'll be mainly discussing the verses and lessons, and wherever appropriate, I will do the Sanskrit also. Okay. So Hanuman's, now he had a mission in life. And what was the mission? Search for Mother Sita. Somehow, before this incident, Hanuman and Ram did not have direct connection. You know that? Hanuman never considered himself to be a servant of Lord Ram. He would always consider himself servant of Ram. He always considered, I am servant of Sugriv, Sugriv is servant of Ram. So this is the consciousness of Hanuman. He never considered himself direct. And somehow or the other, Lord Ram, before he distributed parties to go, you go south, you go north, you go east, you go west. Before that, he just called Hanuman. And he took out his ring. And he gave it to Hanuman. He said, something in my heart tells me that you are going to be the person who's going to find my Sita. So you take it. Then Hanuman says, what is this ring? Then Lord Ram reminds. Once what had happened was, again, I don't have experience. Husband and wife keep having quarrels. Is it true? Yes, only one is approving, others, I don't know. No, no fighting at home? No disagreements? No quarreling. Very good. I will check with Ashish Prabhu. I don't believe you. One of the statements of Shastra is Vishwaso naiva kartavyam strishu rajakuleshu cha. Never trust a woman or politician. So I'll check with him. Yes, Prabhu, why am I like this today? All these statements. Anyways, so the point is, where were we? Fight. Yes. There was a disagreement. Even Rama and Sita, they both had disagreement. So when Sita Devi decided, I will not talk to you now. And Ram was missing Sita. She's not talking to me. It's not very comfortable experience. So what he did, very intelligently, he took out his ring and he put it down. And then he started saying, oh, where is my ring? Has somebody seen my ring? Has somebody seen my ring? And Sita Devi is looking at the ring. It's slide down. She's trying to indicate with her lotus eyes. And Lord Ram is not noticing. Has somebody seen my ring? Lakshman, have you seen my ring? I don't know where I found my ring. And Sita Devi picks up the ring and says, here is your ring. And she speaks to him. So this is the ring that united us. We were kind of separated because of some disagreement, but this ring brought us back together. So this ring will remind Sita and give her hope and assurance that we'll be together very soon. So that's why he gives that ring and he puts faith. And Hanuman was very much fully pumped up. He was confident and he desired to do a deed which nobody has done till now. You know what is that deed? To reach Lanka. To reach Lanka without any passport, without visa, without permit. Nobody could do that. So that is something which he is going to perform. I have not gone to the Yuddha Kanda. I had taken it many years back, about 6-7 years back. I have taken a lecture on the Yuddha Kanda, which describes very systematically, there is elaborate details on how it is impossible to infiltrate Lanka. Nobody can do, and nobody has done it. Even Vayu is what? The god of air cannot enter Lanka. He needs permit. Then what to speak of Vayuputra? Now Vayuputra is going to do this. The son of the wind god is going to do that. So he is going to do a deed which nobody has done. Lesson, my dear devotees. The lesson is, to the degree we are connected to the Lord, to the degree we chant the names of Lord, to the degree we have devotion, we can also do impossible things. Things which are impossible can be made possible. And especially if we are devotees of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. What does Chaitanya Charitamrita says? Chaitanya Charitamrita says that just by remembering Lord Chaitanya, Katanchana smrite yasmin dushkaram sukaram bhavet vismrite viparitam syat Sri Chaitanya namamyam. You just remember Lord Chaitanya who is standing there and impossible becomes easy. But next line, if you forget Lord Chaitanya, whatever is very simple and easy will also become impossible. So that's why never forget Lord Chaitanya. Now, Hanuman, how was he looking? His description. Anyone knows what is the color of Hanuman? Swarnakanti? Okay. But how he was looking, I'll say. Ata Vaidurya Varneshu Shadvaleshu Mahabalaha. So this Mahabali, yes, Mahabali means a person who is very powerful. He looked like Vaidurya Mani. Vaidurya is an emerald. How many of you seen emeralds? How many of you have emerald? Vaishnavis? No? Okay.
I like the Vaidurya on me.
You have it right now? Yeah. That's Neelamani, Prabhu. Vaidurya is green in color. That is Neelamani. Sapphire. It's not emerald. Emerald is green in color. So Hanuman was looking, he's greenish actually. Of course, in different yugas, he can take different colors. Krishna comes in different colors, Hanuman can also come in different colors. He can do that. Every Treta Yuga, there is Ramayana. Okay, let us see some colors. What is color of Krishna? He's bluish black, Ghanasham. Okay. Color of Shiva? Blue, black plus red. That is color of Shiva. Okay. Color of Ramachandra? Blue, black plus green. Dhruva grass. So please remember these color combinations. Okay. Remember all this. Not just green. Blue, black and green. So that combination is the Dhruva grass. That's the color of Ramachandra. So Hanuman had the Vaidurya Varneshu, the color of the emerald, and he was standing there. Yes. How he was standing? He was standing there like a lion. Yes. He's called as a Hari. Now Hari has three meanings. You know what is the meaning of Hari? A monkey is called Hari. Hari means one who steals. Why? Because monkeys come and they take whatever. If you have some food item, they'll take it away from you. In Vrindavan, you go there with specs, they take away your specs. Called as Hari. Keshavadrita Nara Hari Rupa. So half man, half lion. Why lion is called Hari? Because he steals your life. He will finish off your life. That's why he's called Hari. And who else is Hari? Yes, Krishna is Hari. Why? Because he steals your heart. He steals your hearts. That's why even he is called as Hari. So Hari can mean all of them. So here he is called as Kapi Hari. Lion among all the Kapi, monkeys. So that is there. And what he did, he became very, very angry. Now, if you see Kshatriyas and the warriors, they need some kind of battle cries. Have you seen some karate tournaments? How many of you learn karate, taekwondo? Yeah, how do they do the strikes? They shout, right? They shout, scream, ha, ha, ha. They scream, they shout. With that, the voice, they instill power in their punches and kicks. So similarly, Hanuman made a loud roaring sound. And that time when he was making that sound, that lion became like elephant. So Hanuman will be compared to different things. And then he stepped on the mountain which is called as Mahendragiri. And as soon as he stepped on the mountain, the different colors, black, white, red, yellow, green, all colors, colored minerals came out of that mountain. And this mountain was very special because Apsaras, Gandharvas, Kinnaras, Charanas, Vidyadharas, all the heavenly beings, they all used to stay here. Now one may say, Prabhu, but they stay in heavens. You need to understand that heavenly people have different places. Their homes are different. Their office places are different. Their sports locations are different. They have location for everything. They want to go for a dinner outing, it is different. They have special places for everything. So Mahendragiri was one such place. So they go there. And now as soon as Hanuman he just stepped on the mountain, the first thing he does is he folds his hand and he looks towards the sun. Previously, Hanuman had looked towards the sun for something else. So that is called the vision of senses. There are two ways. Just seeing with senses, seeing with knowledge. As a kid, what he had done, he had seen the sun and thought it was mango, orange. It was a fruit. For some fruit, I want to eat that fruit. Right? But now he is seeing with what? He is seeing with knowledge. And as soon as he is seeing with knowledge, he is looking at the sun and he is worshipping. Why do Brahmanas, devotees and mendicants, they worship the sun? Any reason, you know? Why? Yes, please. Why do they do that? Yes. Okay, for providing direction. Okay.
For victory.
For victory. Okay. For light. Okay. Okay, sun is the source of life, so you pray. Why is sun? Okay, now you come close. You're the closest. Why is the source of life?
There's no like planets can make their own food, therefore we can't eat.
Okay. What makes sun so capable?
Fire. I know it.
Okay, that's the external, but who is supplying the fuel? Who has triggered that nuclear fusion that's happening there? Yes. Just like we all have Paramatma. the super soul in our heart, the super soul of the sun is called as Hiranyapurusha, who is golden in color. So whenever there is a Gayatri offered to the sun, we do the special prayers of Gayatri in three phases. Brahmanas do it. Or any prayer that's offered by the sages, it's offered to that Paramatma of the sun. It's offered for that person. So Hanuman looked at that, prayed to the Supreme Lord. He also prayed to all the demigods who had given him blessings before. You all remember Hanuman, when he was struck with the sun, he got blessings. So he remembered all his blessings. So this is a lesson which is very important here. Before embarking on any task, it's very important that we all remember the mercy, the blessings, the association that we all have received. Just like in Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna was full of blessings, yes or no? Duryodhana lost blessings. When did he lose blessings? He lost blessings long back when he had offended the Pandavas and Draupadi. But even on the battlefield, he lost blessings. When? When he went and challenged his guru. Look, what kind of person you have trained. Now he is going to defeat us. Tava Shishyena Dhimata. He is going and cutting jokes with his guru, spiritual master. He loses blessings. Whereas Arjuna was full of blessings. What all blessings did he have? Let's remember Bhagavad Gita. You all have done Bhagavad Gita course, right? That's why I'm asking. Okay, the biggest blessing was Krishna was right there as his charioteer. Very good. What else did he have? Yes, Hanuman was there on the flag. Kapi Dwaja. Okay. Some more? Father, what did he do? What he had done? He had given the chariot. Okay. The fourth? Agni had given the horses. Blessings from all the great souls. That's Bhishma, Drona, his teachers. He had blessings of everybody. So we have to collect blessings and not curses. So blessings have that power. Now how do you get blessings? Sometimes people come and ask, give blessings. There is one person had gone to Srila Prabhupada and he had told Prabhupada, Swamiji, give me blessing. First of all, he was trying to meet Prabhupada. The disciples were there, oh, he'll simply waste Prabhupada's time. They were avoiding him. But then what happened is, somehow he caught a glance of Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, now he has seen me face to face. Bring him in. And he came and asked, Prabhupada, Swamiji, give me blessing. He said, what blessing do you want? This I never thought of. He said, whatever best blessing you want, you give. But what is your problem? Why you have come? He said, actually, I have some pain in my knees. He said, then you go to a doctor. You don't come to a spiritual master for getting rid of that. That is not blessing. Go to doctor if you want that. He said, I have some problem with my business. Go to business consultant. Then he says, fine, whatever is your best blessing, give that. And like that, like me, shaven-headed saffron one devotee was standing there. Prabhupada said, this is my best blessing. You get the blessing, you will become like this. You want to become like that? That fellow caught his dhoti and ran away, never to come back again. He just ran from that place. So what is a blessing? How do you get a blessing of somebody? Anyone? Yes? Put head on the feet. Respect them. How to respect? Serving them, correct. The blessings is in serving the instructions. So service, doing service to the instruction is the blessing. So you serve the instruction, you get the blessing. So I used to go to my teacher every time and said, Prabhuji, please bless me, I'm going to do this. He said, you're already blessed. He told me once, twice, thrice, fourth time. The fifth time I couldn't hold. I caught hold of his hand and told Prabhuji, purport please. Please explain me, I need a purport to this. What do you mean by I'm already blessed? He said the blessing lies in the service that you do. That is the blessing. Okay. So he calculated all his blessing, counted all, and then he remembered three personalities. Lord Krishna tells in the Srimad Bhagavatam to Sudama, there are three gurus that you have. The first guru is your father, who has given you birth. He is a guru, the spiritual master. The second spiritual master is who gives you mantra, the Brahman initiation and the mantra to worship deities in the temple. And above this, there is one guru, the most important guru, is the person who teaches you knowledge about Krishna or God consciousness. So and that guru is as good as me. You're supposed to worship the person who is giving knowledge as good as me. Like that Krishna tells to Sudama before beginning the story of Gurukul. Right. So he remembered his gurus and then he increased his body. He increased the size of his body. He increased it. How much he increased is going to come ahead. Yes, so he increases the side of his body facing the south direction, ready to go there. Yes, and all the other Vanaras, they are all looking at him, and Hanuman is deciding to fly, and he has one intention. And what is that one intention? Vivriddhe Rama Vriddhyarsham. Rama Vriddhyartam. I want to spread the glories of Ramachandra. So my dear devotees, a lesson to be learnt by all of us. Whatever we do, we are supposed to increase the glory of our Master. Yes, any action that we do should increase the glory of Krishna. That is called Krishna consciousness. There are 5 levels of Krishna consciousness. You all never asked what is Krishna consciousness? How many of you know what is Krishna consciousness? International Society for Krishna Consciousness, we should know. Yes, you know?
Someone asked Kanda Mataji once this question and she replied that just like somebody's health consciousness, at every action that person will think about how this will impact my health. So Krishna consciousness is the person who will, in each action, that person will think about how this will impact Krishna.
Very good. Very nice. So that is the principle behind it. So there are 5 levels of Krishna consciousness. Level 1 is where you accept Krishna God. That is Krishna consciousness. Level 2, you accept Krishna's teachings as supreme. That is Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam. Level 3, you accept Krishna's devotees and their instruction to be dear to your heart. That's third. Number 4, you start representing Krishna to others. Start the representation. That's fourth. And the fifth is when you are willing to be tossed here and there by the whims of Krishna. Krishna will do any, like Pandavas. They were most Krishna conscious, sometimes in palace, sometimes in hiding, sometimes in forest, sometimes in Ajnasvas, incognito, but they are just accepting the will of Krishna. Accepting the whims of Krishna. Anyone remembers the 5 levels? First?
Accepting Krishna as a regular.
Yes, accepting Krishna as God. Then second?
His teachings.
Yes, accepting his teachings. Number third?
Devotees.
Yes, accepting his devotees. Fourth? Yes, representing Krishna and preaching. That's correct. And last? Accepting the whims of Krishna. Not will, whims. What is the difference between will and whims? Whims of Krishna means, okay, you come here, Dev Prabhu. Stop, sit down. No, come. Who told you to sit? Come, sit down. This is called whim. Sorry, Prabhu. I had to demonstrate this. I'm sorry. I didn't want to overwhelm you, but then this is what is whims of Krishna. He will do this and we accept it. We still don't lose faith in Krishna. A devotee is willing to do that. So this is whims of Lord. And the first 4 things will take you to Vaikuntha. But unless we are ready for the whims of Krishna, we are not going to Golok Vrindavan. Because their life is very spontaneous. I was just having a word with Mother Sukhavaha, Srila Prabhupada's disciple. I was talking to her and she was just asking my plan for the next 2-3 months. I told her, Mother, I'm going from here to there to there. She's saying, Sanatana Dharma, you're getting ready to go to Vrindavan. It's like, Mother, what happened? Their life is very dynamic. At any point of time, life changes, go from here, go from there. Krishna make you do all this. So you're getting ready. Krishna is preparing you to go to Vrindavan. I was like, amazing. What a consciousness she has. Very nice. Okay. So the point here is, when we move, we are moving for Lord's success. And what's that particular theme from the Shikshashtakam? Param Vijayate Sri Krishna Sankirtanam. Glory to the Sankirtan movement of Lord. When we speak, we walk, we talk, even at workplace. Even at workplace, we set ideal example. We exhibit ideal character. Why? Because that's going to bring glory to my Master. That's Krishna consciousness. So, immediately, Hanumanji, he took off the flight. Now he didn't have runway. Hanuman, his flight did not have runway. Usually flights have runway. They first move here, they move there, and then finally there's a lot of speed and then you take off. Whereas his takeoff was instant. And as soon as he took off, all the different kinds of flowers, they also took off with him. It was like a very amazing experience, the trust that was there. And immediately the mountain, which is actually a golden mountain, it became covered with all varieties of flowers. In fact, Hanuman had stepped on the different fruits, and the fruit juices were washing his feet. So the mountain Mahendra was actually offering worship to Hanuman. Anybody who's on the mission to the Lord is worshipable. A preacher is worshipable. That's why Mahendragiri is also offering worship. Oh, please take these flowers. Oh, Hanuman, I worship you with all the fruits that I have. I'm washing your feet. And there were different kinds of gold, silver, and copper which were present. They all also explored. Yes, please take this wealth, donation for service of preaching. Take it. This is offered in your service. For preaching mission, every support has to be given. Prabhupada, he gives two instructions very prominently in his books. Chant Hare Krishna and sympathize with the mission of consciousness. That means support this mission in some way. And now Mahendra Parvat is saying, I'm a mountain. You know something? Mountains could move previously. As per the tales, the mountains had wings and they would move. Mountains were alive. Mountains are alive actually. Mountains have a deity, they're alive. Himavan is the king of Himalaya. So every mountain has a name. That's why they have a name, because they're people. Every mountain has a name and they also have a soul. So they all used to move above. And all the sages, they used to be wondering when this, because the moment the mountain is dead, he would drop there. So they all would wonder, oh my God, this guy is on top. Ram. Oh, he's gone. We are through. So one day all the sages, they go to Indra and they tell Indra, please, we live in constant, instead of chanting for deliverance, we are chanting out of fear. Please, we are afraid to see this mountain falling on our head. So can you please do something? Indra said, okay, I'll do something. So he takes his Vajra thunderbolt and he destroys all the wings of the mountain and they all fall down. And thus all the mountains, they came on this particular ground. So they became fixed, sort of fixed. They can't move. So Mahendra is saying that I cannot support the mission of Lord Ram, but I would like to worship you. So I'm giving all whatever I can and I'm offering it in your service so that you go ahead for the success of Ramachandra. So that is why this is very important. Anybody who is preaching Krishna consciousness, Krishna says he is the most dear to me, right? Nacha tasman manusheshu kaschin me priya krittama bhavita nacha me tasman anya priyataro bhuvi. There cannot be any more dear person than one who preaches my message. And of course, one may say, Prabhu, we are not qualified to preach. We don't know how to preach. Okay, let's at least support somebody who's preaching. Let's support them. And that's the mood that we get here. Nobody's envious of Hanuman. Jamvan, the other Vanaras, they are not envious of him. You know what they all said? Hanuman, you go ahead in the mission. What we will do is we will stand on one leg. Why we are standing on one leg is for you to remember us. You go fast and you come back. Please remember we are standing on one leg. So you'll feel that pain and you'll come quickly with the good news. And that's the austerity or the pain we are taking, so that because we are not able to go with you, at least let's do some austerity and offer prayer so that this austerity gives you the strength to go ahead. So in the making of a hero, there are so many people involved. Had Mahendra said, no, you will not get launch pad. You cannot use me as a launch pad. Hanuman, go find some other mountain. Hanuman had to go to North India then. That'll be difficult to take a flight. So everybody accepted to serve the servant of Lord. So this is the spirit of cooperation that we see. Assist and cooperate. So we find here that these mountains, on that they were very venomous. There's a lesson here, that's why I'm saying. There were many snakes in the mountain also. They got upset. Hanuman was taking off from the flight. Who became upset? Yes, so such kind of people also exist. Non-supportive elements, leg pullers. And these snakes came out and who is this person who is going? So they wanted to show their power to Hanuman. So what they did, they were putting their poison, they were spitting their venom and poison on the different stones. And with the touch of the venom, the stones would break down into pieces. So my dear friends, each time we are doing something good, there will be such envious elements always who will try to pull us down. Hanuman did not even look at the snakes. But as soon as the snakes came on, they're putting venom, there were herbs present there. There were herbs also there. These herbs, they said, don't worry about the poison. Hanuman, go ahead. So the herbs started sprinkling their effects. We are there to serve. So in a community, in any community, there are three types of people. In order to make a medicine, you need three things. You need metal, you need herbs, and you need poison. You need all three elements. So that's what community always has, these three things. Without this, community cannot be formed. Right? These three things are always required in any kind of medicine. So the first category of people are like what? They are the herbs. The herbs do the job of healing. Then there is metal. Metal provides the strength. And the poison also has a role. It has to be there in very less quantity. If you look at Ayurveda, Ayurveda has more herbs, medium metal, and very less poison. And nowadays, I'm not against any particular science or field, but if you look at allopathy, it has a lot of poison. And that is why the first thing that you take this allopathic medicine, what happens is all your vital organs, they become weak. Because the poison directly goes and hits everything. It hits your heart, it hits your liver, it hits your lungs, your pancreas, your kidneys. They all are hit immediately. The 5 vital organs are hit. The poison has that effect. So which kind of person should we be? Now poison also is required in the community. Why? Why poison is required? But you don't have to be poison. But why poison is required? Can you tell?
To destroy your
No. This poison destroying the community only.
Give us for that.
Yes, one Haribol for left in Prabhu. Haribol. He said to give seva for the healer. So such kind of elements will keep us strict. Yes, such kind of people would, hey, why did you do like this? You can't do like that. You do this, you do that. Oh, we have to be strict. The criticizers. So they have to be strict. And one of the statement is Nindak. The criticizer should be living next door. No, he's not. He's not the one. He got the point. He got the point. He's not my criticizer. Please. He glorifies me anywhere and everywhere. I'm not talking about him. He got the point. Nindak should live next door. That is opulence. Sadhu, for a sadhu, the Nindak or the person who criticizes should be living next door. That's considered opulence. So I'm just thanking the person who gave me that. Anyways, so point is, he's not a criticizer, Baba. I didn't mean that. But every element is required in the society. That's what it says. Yeah. So now, what happens as soon as the mountain takes off is the different varieties of demigods, the sages, vanaras, everybody is assembled there. And Hanuman he has taken off. They are all starting to offer prayers. Because this ocean is having another name. The name of the ocean is called as the ocean of crocodiles. There are many crocodiles. By mistake, the course is changed. A slight change in the course, Hanuman directly goes down and he becomes meals for the crocodiles. So that is the danger which is there. Okay, now a question for all of you. Where is Lanka? Yes, Sri Lanka is Lanka, right? Wrong answer. The Sri Lanka country which is there today is actually not the Lanka. It is not the Lanka. Okay, I'll give some geographical facts as per the Vedic Shastra. Which is the land of rising sun? Japan. According to my modern science, it's Peru. As per the scriptures, it's Peru. You heard that? Yes. Peru is the land of rising suns. And Which decides, now sometimes we say, okay, he's Westerner, I'm an Easterner, but what decides one is East or West? Which is that spot? Anyone knows? Europe? Okay. Anyone else? That's as per modern science, but actually if you look at the Vedas, Avantipur, Ujjain, anything which is west of Ujjain is Western world and east of Ujjain is Eastern world. So it is Krishna, the place where he took education. That is Ujjain, that's the place. So where is Lanka again? The Lanka is no more visible today. What Sri Lanka you see is some other island. It is not the Lanka. If you take this, have you heard of longitude and latitude? So longitudinally, the line that passes through Ujjain and where it meets the equator, exactly that point is Lanka. The golden city of Lanka, which is today submerged in the waters. And Ravan had tunnels built everywhere, and sometimes the tunnel would even come out to Brazil. These are all mentioned in the Shastra. Brazil, the tunnel would come out. So it is wrong to think that Vedic culture existed only in India. No, it was prevalent everywhere. There was Lanka is a golden city of square miles radius, which was present there, which is today submerged in water. It's not there. It's not available for access. You can't go there. The description of Lanka is there in Yuddhakanda. We'll see that. But that is the place of Lanka, which is mentioned. And that, if you see from Mahendragiri, it is totally coming to 100. Yeah, it exactly comes to 100 yojanas or 800 miles. You look from Mahendragiri to Sri Lanka, it is nothing. It is not even 100 miles. It is very close by. Yes, so this 800 miles is the distance. It comes exactly from there. So these are all certain things. And that was actually that was the bank of all the demigods. Why it's a golden city? Because Devaraj Indra, whatever wealth he would get, he had different bank accounts. How many of you have more than one bank account? Yes, everyone except me. I have no bank account. Yes, except me, everyone has bank account here. Yes. So Indra, whenever he would get some wealth in the earthly realm, put it in Lanka. It was there. That was his bank of all the gold. The currency in demigods or any Vedic culture is gold. It's gold standard. So that all that gold was deposited there. And because of continuously depositing everything, the entire island became full of gold. So golden. Yes. Kuber is the brother of Ravan, cousin. The stepbrother, actually, the stepbrother.
Where is there? So maybe
Kuber was the in charge. He was put in charge. Ravan threw him out and he took over Lanka. He kicked him off. He liked this place. I think this is a nice place for me to settle down. So he took it. And even took his vehicle. So in one sense, he took his home and he also took his vehicle, Gadi Bangla. Both these things he took it off. His ship was the Pushpak Viman. He took it from. Correct. Stepbrother. He went and complained to father. Father told, cool. Tolerate. Sometime, please. Yes. So impossible task, but he had always two things in mind. This is a beautiful shloka here I'd like to read from Ramayana. Ramartham vanarartham cha chikishanam karma dushkaram. So whenever there is impossible task, karma dushkaram, always remember for whom we are doing. So he was always conscious, I'm doing it for my Lord and the Vaishnavas. Vanarartham. So the intention is very clear. That happens. And Nanadassu Mahanadam Sumahini Vato Yada. So Hanuman, once again, when he taking off flight, again he had a long roar. And this roaring was in the form of the rumbling of clouds. Everyone had names. Let's look at some nomenclature. What is the meaning of Ravan? Ravana means who makes others cry. Is called as Ravana. That's the meaning of Ravan. We should know the names. And he had a son who was called as Meghanad. So now here Hanuman is called as Meghanad. One who speaks like the rumbling of clouds, who shouts like that. Because in a war, you should defeat the enemy before even you fight. And that is why they used to be decorated with all the swords and shields and show the military power. Thinking that looking at our power, that fellow may run away. First. Second, by screaming and shouting. You shout loudly, you blow the conch shells loudly. We hear in Bhagavad Gita also, right? Loudly the conch shell is blown, the enemy's hearts get shattered. So that's the second way. At least hear this and get lost. So there are a lot of chances given to the enemy, you please retreat. Don't fight. you're not fit for fighting. But then still that person is unreasonable, he's not willing to budge, then you go and fight. But till the time, a lot of chances that this is one of the ways of, indicating to the enemy, we are so powerful. There are different names which are like that. What is the meaning of Hanuman? Good question. Anyone knows? Yes, Man is a person, a respectable person. Mananiya we say, right? So that's Man. And his Hana. Hana is this portion of the body. This portion was hit by the Vajra or the thunderbolt of Indra. Correct. What else? There are many more meanings. Try. Anyone else? Hana Mana. Man means what? What is another meaning of Man? Yes, one who is egoistic. Hana means to kill. Yes, a person through his humility who kills the ego is also called as Hanuman. What else? Hana also means vows. A person whose life is full of vows is called as Hanuman. So that person is also called as Hanuman. And yeah, so these are all the very important things. So all names have, everybody having a name, right? In the character of Ramayana, they are all very special. Vali, you know what is the meaning of Vali? Our Samsiddhi Prabhu will tell. Val means what in Tamil? Val nenna. Tamil Val. Tail, yes. So one with a long tail is called as Vali. He had held Ravana in the tail and he had done his Gayatri in Tirth Yatra. He did Gayatri. Okay. Ravana came to attack him, he caught hold of him in the tail and then started going. He would do Gayatri in 4 places. Ramanath, Badrinath, Dwarkanath, Jagannath. Like this he would do. Like this he would do every day. Every day he would jump, go, Gayatri, here, Gayatri. Like this 4 Gayatris come back. So when he was finally coming back to his home, Ravan made a request. He didn't tell, leave me. He said, instead of holding me with your tail, please hold me in your hand. That will be less humiliating, please. He said, okay, request accepted. He holds him. After Gayatri is over, then he says, yes, leaves him. He says, why did you come? You came to attack me? He said, no, I came to make friendship. Friends, thank you. And then he goes away. So Sugriv means what? What is the meaning of Sugriva? Grieve means the throat. And Su means very beautiful throat. When does your throat become beautiful? When you recite the glories of Lord. That is Sugriva. So the instruction that Sugriva had given to Hanuman, that go and, so that Griva he is carrying out. So that is the deeper science. The person is Hanuman, he is carrying out that vow without any ego. I am skipping 10-15 verses altogether just to get to some good lesson for us. Yeah. So now Hanuman, while he was in the flight, final chance to address your audience, some motivation speech, right? So he says that I will go to Lanka, yes, which is ruled by Ravan, who thinks that he is the Supreme Lord. He is like my Ramachandra. Yes, and I will go with the speed of wind. And I'll come back with the same speed. Number 1. Then one group of monkeys ask a question. What if you don't find Sita there? He says, I don't find Sita there, I'll not come here. I'll directly go to Indra's abode. And from there I will get Sita, even if she is there. And if you don't find her there, then I'll go back again to Lanka. I'll tie up Ravana with all the chains, drag him and bring him here without any effort. This is how he says, with a lot of determination. Yes. Going on. Okay. So now, because the time is less, I'm going to close Ramayana, but we'll go through the different. I'm going to keep it very short because I want to finish this section. So Hanuman, now he crosses over. What is he crossing over? The ocean. There are different kinds of ocean, you know that? There are 7 types of oceans. The only ocean experience that we all have is salty water ocean. It's called Lavana Sagar. Lavan means salt. But there are other oceans also. There is sugarcane water ocean. There is ghee ocean. There is liquor ocean. There is curd ocean. There is milk ocean, and there is freshwater ocean. They are all much ahead, beyond our reach. We can't go there. There is no airlines that goes there. But these are the other 7 oceans which are ahead, which we cannot go there. There is no flight away. That much fueling capacity is not there. So only experience we have is Lavana Sagar, salty ocean. So as soon as the salty ocean sees that here is Pavan Putra Hanuman who is going above, what desire he develops? He develops a desire, I want to serve this person. How can I serve this person? I cannot serve this person directly. So he requests underneath, there is a very, very special mountain which is called as Menaka Parvat. And that mountain is Golden Mountain, which does the job of blocking the Patal Lok, so that nobody from hell can come up. So it's blocking that place. So he tells to this Menaka Parvat that I am formed by the sons of Sagar Maharaj. And in the dynasty of Sagar Maharaj comes Ramachandra. And this monkey is going for the purpose of serving Ramachandra. So I am not able to directly serve him. So I want you to serve him. What should I do? Give him some rest. So you come up. Mountains cannot move, but they can grow in size and reduce in size. That power they have. So Menaka mountain comes up and says, Hanuman, Prabhu, Dandvat Pranam, please accept my humble obeisances. You have done so much wonderful service. Now it's time to take some rest, which some of you are trying to do. Rest in Ramayana class. And my dear devotees, this is the first obstacle. The journey of Hanuman has 4 obstacles, and these 4 obstacles are the obstacles that we face in our sadhana bhakti. Yes, these are the 4 obstacles that we face as we are doing sadhana bhakti. And the first obstacle is laziness. No, I will not come to the class. I'll come directly for prasad. Yes, I'll directly enter prasadam, eat and run away. I'll just come for darshan. I will not come to the class. I'll not come in the morning. In fact, I'll not get up in the morning only. I don't feel like chanting today. So this is one answer that I get from some devotees. Prabhu, how many rounds you chant? Kabhi kabhi. I chant, but how much? You chant 1 round every day? 1 round? Not, but sometimes. Laziness. So one who can give up this laziness can go ahead in the journey. So Hanuman had a great obstacle. The first obstacle is laziness, always. Now Hanuman cannot disrespect Menaka mountain as a very senior devotee. At the same time, he cannot lose his focus. So what Hanuman does, with his feet very respectfully, he just touches the mountain and says, I have accepted. Thank you very much. And then he continues his journey. So that's the first obstacle, which is laziness. The second obstacle, as Hanuman was going ahead, suddenly he was going in full speed of the wind. Suddenly there was one lady standing there. She was standing with her mouth open. And Hanuman went there, he had to apply his brake. Brake. Says, what is this? She said, my name is Surasa. And there's one very important rule. And the rule is anyone wanting to go to Lanka, they have to go through my mouth. Is that shortcut? No, it is permanent cut. Anyone goes inside, it's finished. That means you can't go to Lanka, you will die. That's why I'm standing here. Hanuman says, mother, please let me go. He said, no, not allowed. You have to go into my mouth. Or you return. Alright. Hanuman decides what to do. I'll do this. So he already increased his size. You know, the size of Hanuman was 100 yojanas wide and it was 30 yojanas long. So he further increases to 40 yojan. And Surasa, she increases his mouth width also to 50 yojan. Smiling like that. Hanuman 50 yojan. She also increases 60 yojan. Hanuman 60, 70, 80, 90. Hanuman increases his height to 100 yojanas. Now all he has to do is just tip and he will reach Lanka. And Surasa further expands. Now Hanuman, what he does, immediately becomes the size of a very tiny person, goes into the mouth, comes out, and he is waiting like this. Hare Krishna Mataji, Dandvat Pranam. Oh mother, have I fulfilled your request? She said, what? I went into your mouth and came back. Now let me pass. Surasa said, Hanuman, you're very intelligent. I bless you, my son. You will be successful in your mission. Go ahead. Ribol. So what is the second obstacle that we face? The second obstacle that we face is the pride of material accomplishments. Oh, I earn $200 per hour, so I'm a better devotee than that person. I have a better car, so I'm a better devotee than this person. Material accomplishments. I work in such and such a company. I'm from such and such a university. That's why I'm a better devotee than that person. Krishna loves me more. Why? Because of my material position, because of my material wealth, because of my material skills. I play mridangam like this, I play harmonium like this, I sing so well, so I'm the best devotee. So whatever material accomplishment you associate with bhakti, but bhakti has nothing got to do with all these things. Zero connection. So that anartha is called as surasa. How many of us face this sometimes? We tend to think better. I'm better devotee than. Why? Because I look better. Of course, I can't say that. You're all way good looking than me. But yes, because I look better than that person. Oh, I'm taller than that person. Ah, nonsense. Come on. So such kind of nonsensical thinking brings a lot of ego and pride. So that is the second. He is going ahead. Suddenly he sees something is sucking him inside. And he's going into the ocean. Instead of going ahead, he's going down, he's going down, he's going down, he's going down. And what was that? There was another demoness. Her name was Simhika. She had the face of a lioness. She was kind of sucking Hanuman down. Hanuman said, now there is no way to come out of this. I need to get inside her, beat her down and come out of there. And that's what Hanuman precisely does. And he comes out. And that third obstacle that one faces, that obstacle is bad habits, especially the old bad habits. How many of us have given up some habits to be here right now? Okay, we want to become spiritual, we want to come to bhakti, you have to give up certain habits. Have you done that? Yes, we all have come a long way. Now he's almost there. He's almost there. So we come a long way, but then the bad habits again they come. Hare Krishna Prabhu. The bad habits also come and say that. Hare Krishna Prabhu. Just try once. You just try this once. What is going to happen? I don't want to give examples. I don't want to trigger anyone. But the point, you all get it, right? It's one time, that's all. You're not going to become, you're not going to lose your devotional status just by doing this once. Just once, Prabhu. It comes again. So they are the old bad habits that resurface. It will happen. All the habits that we have given up will once again test us one by one. So that is the third obstacle. We have not reached till there. We have not even gone beyond laziness till now. Hai na? There is a journey ahead, which Acharya has explained. And the only way to do it is what? Determined vows. Hanuman. Remember your vows and you need to shoot at sight. Just break it and go ahead. Breaking the habit. We need to do that. And that's what Hanuman did. He broke the habit. And finally, Hanuman goes and lands on the soil of Lanka. Now, Hanuman is trying to enter into Lanka. How many obstacles were there? 3 are done. But how many did I tell are going to come? 5. Did I miss something? 4. Okay. 3 are done. Which is the 4th obstacle? And that is the obstacle which he found on reaching there. He was trying to somehow sneak inside that time. Wait! Who goes there and why? So his mother. See, Hanuman met, he's a brahmachari, he met all obstacles, they're all females. All are ladies. Menaka, Surasa, Simhika and Lankini. So he said, I'm the deity of Lanka. And nobody enters here. She's the immigration officer. Who are you? And what is the purpose of your visit? People ask, right? What's the purpose of your visit? So she asked the same thing. What's the purpose of your visit? You cannot just like that enter into my country. So tell me, she was the immigration officer. She was standing there. And Hanuman said, I just want to see my mother. She's here. Enslaved Sita. I will just find her and I'll go back. I'm not come here to do anything. No harm. I don't mean any harm. I just come to find her location. Is she okay? She said, no, you cannot go. She said, Hanuman said, come on, just let me go once. I'm not going to disturb anything. I'll just go, look at Sita and come back. Lankini said, no, I'm not letting you go. And Hanuman said, please, please let me go. Lankini gives a slap to Hanuman. What is the philosophy of Gandhi? get it on one cheek, show the other cheek. Hanuman did not do that. Hanuman said, sorry mother, I have to do this. And he gave a tight slap. Immediately this demoness, Lankini, became into a goddess. And she said that I was cursed by the sages to become a demoness and stay as Lankini. But I was also blessed that the moment a monkey comes and gives you a slap, a monkey comes in, gives you a slap, what is going to happen? You'll have to understand, you'll get back your body, and number two, that's the end of Ravana. Ravana is finished. So what is Lankini? Lankini is the pride of spiritual accomplishments. Yes. Now, spiritual sadhana, spiritual commitment. Oh, Prabhu, I did 32 rounds. I read all Bhagavatam, all Prabhupada books. Yes, this kind of spiritual pride that comes in. Who's the person to slap us? The Guru. That time the spiritual master gives us a tight slap in the form of his instructions. Hey, disciple, humble down. Become humble. Don't be proud. And that way he humbles us back. So I had to take it in full fast forward because I didn't want to let Hanuman hanging in the air. I wanted him to land. You should never leave the story in anticlimax. So imagine I leave Hanuman in the air, he'll be upset with me. So we had to make his flight land. These 800 miles, the 100 yojanas journey. But in course of journey, it's very instructive for all of us sadhakas. What did we learn? What are the 4 obstacles? The first one is laziness. The second one, how to overcome laziness. We didn't speak about that. How to overcome this laziness? Coming in time for sadhu sangha. That's the only hope. You come in time. And you come in time and attain the entire nourishment. Then you go beyond this laziness. Asankalpa jayat kama. One has to take this vow to at least, okay, I'll commit to this program. I'll come in time. Okay. Second? Yes? That was the third one. Second? That was third. It comes in sequence. All this will come in sequence. Yes, pride of material accomplishment. We think we are a big devotee because of our material accomplishments. The third one? Yes, the old habits will resurface, the habits die hard. You know what's habit? What's the spelling of habit? H-A-B-I-T. Remove H, a bit remains. Remove A, bit remains. Remove B, it still remains. What a word, right? H-A-B-I-T, habit. And that's why they're hard. They really die hard. And finally, last but not the least is pride of spiritual nourishment, spiritual accomplishments. What are we supposed to do that time? We have to go in the presence of spiritual master, and spiritual master is going to give us. You know, that's one of the reasons why brahmacharis have this shikha. You know what's the significance of this shikha? Yes, when we make a mistake, the spiritual master is going to hold it and correct you. Yes. So once my teacher had told, don't give your lotus feet to your followers, give your shikha to your spiritual master. So yes, I told Prabhuji, please hold my shikha and correct me. So that kind of, we need some person like that, spiritual authority who corrects us, who guides us, and so that we improve. We don't become proud, because pride cometh before fall. The moment we become proud in spiritual life, it's finished, game over. Okay, so I'd like to thank all of you for your very wonderful presence and hearing this discourse. We would like